Oh, hello there. Welcome to the Kind of Funny Morning Show. I'm Tim Gettys. This is Nick Scarpino.
Super high energy.
Fun fact, Wednesdays, comics days.
It is.
Usually, it's me and Greg.
Yep.
Greg, doing something. I'm not sure what he's doing. Do you know what he's doing?
I think he's at a doctor's appointment.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But he's coming in hot. He will be here.
He'll be here to talk.
You're just warming up the seat.
I'm just filler. I'm just a good-looking, shorter filler for Greg Miller. He'll be here shortly.
All I want you to do is fill me up, Nick.
I'm going to fill you in every hole, my friend.
Hell yeah. Let's go. How you doing?
All of 1 minute to get into a sexual reference.
That's all it takes.
I'm doing great. I'm good, man. I'm a little tired. We were talking about, we're a bit worn out today just because we have not stopped in about 6 months. I'm looking forward to this weekend. It is the Kevin Coelho Bachelor Party.
Extraordinaire.
Set in 2017. It's going to be great. We debuted the shirt.
We did.
Yesterday.
Where, Kevin? Go get the shirt.
Do you want me to put it on?
No. I want the first picture. I want of all of us to be in it. I want
it to be nasty.
Yeah, I want it to be sweet nasty. But we debuted the shirt that we're going to be wearing at the Bachelor Party this weekend on Game Over Gay Show yesterday with Anthony and Gruber.
I think it's in Gruber. I don't think you need to make it all fun.
I want to say Hans Gruber, but it's
Hans
not.
Gruber.
It's in Gruber.
Hans Solo. Harrison Ford.
Yeah, boy. Here we go.
Here we
So this is the shirt we will all be donning. Of course, it won't be a bachelor party if you don't have a bachelor party shirt for everyone to wear. And I know what you guys are asking yourself. You're thinking to yourself, holy shit, that's a great shirt.
Yeah.
I wish they'd sell that shirt. Well, guess what? We are going to sell this shirt.
Yeah.
On Monday, a limited edition run of the Kevin Coelho Bachelor Party shirt 2017 will be available on the store. It will not be a tank top, though. It will just be a black shirt because I want to wear one as well.
Due to market research, it shows that our audience doesn't want tank tops.
Well, it also shows that we live in San Francisco, and if I want to wear one, I'm not going to be wearing a fucking tank top.
Around tank top.
I mean, I want to show off the guns, but I want to show off the full guns.
I'm going to wear that shit at least until the next bachelor party.
I still have the one we made for Eric's bachelor party.
My mind. Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So we're very excited about that. Root says, what's on the fine print? It just says Kevin Coelho, Bachelor Party, Las Vegas, Nevada, in the fine print underneath it. And then it says 2017.
Timeless design.
A timeless design.
You outdid yourself.
It's a tale as old as time, a song as old as rhyme. Beauty and the Beast, Kevin Coelho, will be in Vegas all weekend. It's going to be hilarious.
Beauty and the Beast is a great way to explain Kevin and Paula.
It really is. It really is.
I have feelings, guys.
No, you don't.
It's true, though. It's true. Let's see. Joey Badash says, Tim's still wearing the hat. The hate from the sunburn. It's a little bit of both with the hat and the hate. Yes, I'm actually getting my haircut today.
Yeah, oh good. I'm getting my haircut tomorrow.
Today's a haircut today. You convinced me, Nick. Because I am officiating a wedding in early September, so I need to cut my hair for that. And I was like, do I need to cut my hair for Kevin's bachelor party? I was saying the answer is no, but you made me believe.
The thing is, my thing is, I just don't.
What's going on? I like that, though. I kind of look like a mid-evolution Pokemon.
Oh, he gets
where it's like, he has the shitty hair.
I like it.
Me too.
Yeah, my hair is just a little too long right now. I want to get it cut down short, and the beard actually, for me, is the biggest offender. I just don't like. I scare myself in the morning when I get up to go to the bathroom. Who's this fucking Alaskan bushman staring back at me in the mirror?
Sounds hot.
So I'll be getting my haircut tomorrow as well. I don't like sitting by the pool unless my hair is like short.
Yeah.
You know, because then you're gonna go into the pool, then you're gonna come out of the pool, it's gonna be like, goo, like fucking emo Nick.
My plan is to not get my hair wet.
Oh, I'm getting my hair wet.
It's a bold move, but I'm trying to keep this thing. Well, not right now. It's not where I want it to be, but I'm trying to keep it where I want it to be when it's.
It's important to note that Kevin is training Joey Noel to be our third in line to help run this show every morning because we're all going to be gone in September a lot of the time. But also in doing so, he is also watching an episode of The Tick on Amazon Prime right now.
It's a trailer for our show.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Trailer for our show.
I thought you were watching The Tick, which, by the way, I was going to give you a huge shout out for because that first and only episode is pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
Matt of Legend says that I look like Paul from Tekken, but President of Death says Tim looking like a Butch Farrah Fawcett.
A Butch Farrah Fawcett.
I don't know where you got that, but I mean, dude, Farrah motherfucking
Fawcett's
Fawcett.
gorgeous. I don't know where you're getting that
She
from.
is
not that
fantastic.
Tim's not great looking, but
I know
Farrah Fawcett in that iconic poster
Goddamn.
that John Travolta had on his wall in Saturday Night Fever. You know, where she's just there like laughing and like no bra, boobs out, huge smile. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, I'm so into it. You know what, Nick? I actually want to skip all the hullabaloo and the rigmarole. People know what this show is.
Right.
There's important news that we got to get to.
Let's get
today.
to it.
Joey, can we please pull up the first and most important news story of the day?
Yes.
This comes from over at E! News. The first ever Cheetos restaurant is opening with an entirely Cheeto-themed menu.
In New York.
It probably won't be open by the time you're there.
Well,
let's see. We'll see. Have you ever craved a deep fried pickle covered in Cheetos?
Yes.
No, I haven't. What about a flaming hot and white cheddar Cheeto mac and cheese? I have, and we've made it. A Cheetos crusted cheesecake? You're sounding crazy, my friend, but I'm kind of intrigued. Okay, so maybe none of these have ever really tickled your fancy as the perfect meal, but now the options are endless thanks to the news of the first ever Cheetos restaurant. That's right, Cheetos is opening the Spotted Cheetah pop-up restaurant.
The Spotted Cheetah.
In the Tribeca neighborhood of New York City for 3 days next week.
Hot damn.
August 15th through 17th.
Damn it.
So close, Kevin. So close.
Hold on. I mean, you can keep reading.
The menu features everything we mentioned above and many more Cheetos-infused foods, all curated by celebrity chef Ann Burrell, a.k.a. Based God 2017.
Sure, why not?
As a longtime Cheetos fan, I'm thrilled to join forces with a snack brand that is truly an iconic American staple. I've had so much fun curating this spectacularly, specially crafted, one-of-a-kind menu for the first Cheetos restaurant. I can't wait to see guest reactions. The 3-course menu, it's 3 courses, Nick.
Yeah, sure it is. Why not? Why not?
Will range from 8 to 22 and will feature a total of 11 unique Cheetos-inspired dishes using various Cheetos flavored, including Cheetos, Flamin' Hot Cheetos, Hot Limon, Flamin' Hot Chipotle Ranch. What are those? White cheddar, cheddar jalapeno, big fan of those, and even the Sweetos flavors of cinnamon, sugar, and caramel. No, we didn't know those existed either. That sounds horrible. Once again, our fans have inspired us. I'm just gonna stop there. What a goddamn story.
What a world.
What a
life. What a
we've done
world.
it, you know? Trump's out here trying to fucking kill us all, but no. There's good in the world.
For every action there was an equal for every action there was an equal and opposite reaction. And if Trump being president means that we get an all Cheeto inspired restaurant, well then let's vote for Trump again in 2020. How about that? No?
I mean, we got the pop up here.
On the plus side, I arrive sometime on the 17th.
So maybe
in New York,
you'll get the leftover Cheeto crumbs.
The thing is this: if you really want, like, all this restaurant's going to be is a bunch of like tacos with Cheetos sprinkled on top of it. I'll just do that for you.
Professionally,
I can do that for you, son.
Joey,
I can make you nachos and Cheetos on top.
Yes.
We got to go back. Scroll down, please.
Yeah, you got to see these fucking things. Holy
Scroll down a bit
man.
more.
Those tacos are the most.
Let's just. Oh my God.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
There's mac and cheese in the fridge right now that Greg made for cooking with Reggie. I will just sprinkle some Flamin' Hot Cheetos on top.
Nick, I can't eat mac and cheese while I'm here, but when I'm abroad.
It's not abroad. It's just not a different
Kevin winks when he says abroad. So here's the deal. That's how I wanted Gia's Cheeto mac and cheese to look, and that's not how that shit looked. She made it all crumbly. It was all just the crumbs. Yeah. I just want hot Cheetos. You're right. It is just hot Cheetos on things.
Look,
that's what the world deserves.
For instance, let's take that middle picture right there. That looks like some sort of jalapeno popper, and they didn't even try. Oh, it's a pickle?
Are those pickles?
Earlier they said fried pickles.
It's just fried pickles crusted with Cheeto, and then they were like, just in case, because it's probably not going to taste like Cheetos, we're going to stick a fucking Cheeto puff in some dip right next to it, just so you really get it. They're not trying that hard on this. This one right here is that bacon and cheese sandwich with some Cheetos just stuffed in there. Yeah. I'm not feeling this that much.
Really?
Because the Cheeto and the Flamin' Hot Cheeto are nearly perfect. To just put those on top of something else, I'm like, why? Just give me the bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
That's like when you said Dippin' Dots ice cream as a topping to regular ice cream. It's genius.
It is genius. But what I'm saying, I mean, I'm a fucking genius. But what I'm saying is, if you give me a bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos or a bag of or Cheetos on top of a mac and cheese, I just want the Flaming Hot Cheetos. It's just perfect, and it's fucking perfection.
Well, Greg made those wings that were like crusted in Flaming Hot Cheetos, and they weren't super great.
That's what I'm saying.
You guys, there was a fatal flaw. The Cheetos powder had to be reapplied after it was all done.
The problem is the Cheeto needs to maintain Cheeto consistency.
But that's what I'm saying. But clearly on this one they've got the Cheeto dust, like the Cheeto crumbs on top of the mac and cheese, but then they've also just thrown Flamin' Hot Cheetos on top of that, right?
Good.
You can't
need
cook
that crunch.
Those,
it's the crunch, guys. The crunch is the key. That.
But then that's what I'm saying to Kevin is, Kevin, if you miss this, come back. I will buy you Taco Bell and just put some fucking Flaming Hot Cheetos on top of it.
Now,
boom, call it a day.
See, you're getting somewhere interesting. Not Taco Bell, although that sounds pretty cool. I'm thinking Kraft mac and cheese with the hot Cheetos. That's what I want. That's what I'm dreaming when I close my eyes. That's what I see.
I don't think that the hot Cheetos will complement the cheddar. What I think is you need to use that aged white cheddar from the Annie's little rabbit white shells. with the white cheese.
I don't know about that.
And a little bit of barbecue rib meat shredded in it.
Lies. All lies. Let's get to the next news story. Is Greg here yet? I heard someone come in.
No.
God damn it, Greg.
He'll be here. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
This is fucking awesome.
Is it?
I mean, it's awesome for Disney and terrible for Netflix.
Disney
is a
is
huge
parting
move
ways with Netflix. The company said Tuesday that it will end its partnership with the streaming service in 2019. Disney also announced it will launch its own streaming services and plans to acquire a majority stake in BAMTech, a major streaming and marketing service. Disney's cable networks, such as ESPN, make up the majority of the company's earnings. However, that proportion has fallen in recent years as viewers change the way they consume entertainment. The new streaming services are a way to connect directly with consumers and take advantage of new viewing habits. To end that, Disney is paying $1.58 billion for majority ownership of BAMTech.
You gotta say it like you said before.
BAMTech.
There it is. Thank you. That's
Last August, Disney acquired a 33% stake in the company, which is a spinoff from Major League Baseball Advanced Media, for $1 billion. Disney said it will launch an ESPN-branded streaming service in 2018 and a separate Disney-branded streaming service in 2019. The Disney service will be the only place in the U.S. That's key. This isn't affecting our Canadian friends.
Yet.
Where they can watch new live-action and animated movies from Disney and Pixar, including Toy Story 4, Frozen sequel, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. We know what Disney movies are. The ESPN-branded sports service will offer about 10,000 events a year, including the programming with regional, national, and international games. Disney's plans for its own streaming service come as ESPN has struggled with a drop in subscribers and ad revenue, as well as a round of high-profile layoffs and departures at ESPN earlier this year. What's your take on this, Nick?
I think it's a huge step. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is a very, very, very big deal as far as the way, like, in shaping the way people consume content going forward, right?
Yeah.
This is Disney finally being like, look, we have like fucking 4 out of the 5 properties that anyone gives a shit about.
Yeah, we got Disney, we got Pixar, we got ESPN, we got Marvel, we got the Muppets.
Lucas, we got all this stuff, right?
Star Wars, yeah.
So we have all of these amazing proproperties. Why the fuck wouldn't they start their own streaming service?
Yeah.
Like, why would they syndicate this out to HBO and to Netflix and all these and Amazon when they could just take all of that, like some of the market share away from them and go into it? And they've been looking for a place to save ESPN for a really long time. What I like about this is not necessarily that it's going to be the downfall of Netflix, because I think Netflix will fight back, competition being good. What I like about it is I think it's a step forward in getting people away from cable, and cable is stupid and dead. So that's definitely a take on this. Yeah, I mean, this is a huge step forward in more of that a la carte programming that people really, really want. You know, like I really love the programming of Netflix. I like the programming of Amazon Prime. I don't really watch anything like Velocity Channel. If they had their own streaming, that'd be done. The car restoration, Netflix, Amazon, I'm good to go. Don't need any more.
I think the problem with this is we're already reaching a point where, in order to watch all the things that you want to, you're paying as much as you'd pay for a cable service with your subscriptions to Hulu and HBO and Netflix and YouTube Red and, you know, all these different things.
Yeah, but the thing is, I pay over $100 for cable right now,
well,
right?
you're just really bad at things like that.
Why? That's scary.
That's just the way it goes.
That's just the way it goes.
Like, internet included? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, with the internet as well.
Okay, we'll say that.
No, I mean you can't get a cable package without internet.
Can I pay $75?
Well, I pay $120. I think it's $115 a month, something like that. But you get all the cable channels, right? Minus HBO. But we get HBO for free because we just call every 6 months and go, we don't want this anymore. Long story short is though, you're inevitably subsidizing a bunch of channels you don't give a shit about, right? And that's the problem. Is like I know you love watching Bravo or whatever Bachelor is on.
It's on ABC.
It's on ABC, whatever.
Which is Disney.
Which is Disney. There you go. So I know a lot of people like these other channels, but I don't care about ESPN. I don't care about any of this stuff. So I don't need. Like I would rather pay $50 a month for the 5 streaming channels that I like, and then forget about everything else. Because I mean, there's on our cable network. There's like 700 to 800 is like all the HD channels. I watch 2 of those.
Yeah.
That's it. I watch like AMC and the Velocity channel. That's pretty much it. You know, occasionally FX if like Kingsman's on or something like that. You know.
I think this is going to be a good move in the long run. I think it's going to be really annoying to people in the short term. It sounds like Disney's pulling stuff from Netflix starting I think today on the 9th. So
better watch Civil War.
It sucks. This sucks.
A goofy movie.
This is terrible. This is stupid. We don't need. We're just back to everything's wrong again. It's all fractured, Nick. We just have cable again. How many fucking channels do I have to subscribe to get everything? And I won't subscribe to this Disney. I won't. I refuse. You can take The Kid in the House, Corey. I'm not gonna watch that. Your Avengers, whatever. I've seen them in the theater. I don't need to do this. It's a bad move.
It's a great
bad
move.
No, it's a bad move.
It's a great move.
Dude,
How many things do you want to subscribe to?
Star Wars just started making it on Netflix.
I just need to do it or not. It doesn't matter. It's up to me if I want to. They're going to make a shit ton of money of this, and then finally all the Disney stuff's going to be in one place.
One place, yeah.
But your vault.
What?
Precious fucking Disney vault I've had to hear about for 34 fucking years.
I think it's,
you know what I mean?
I think it's awesome, and I think here's another counterpoint to it, right? They're going to need to fill this with brand new content, so we're probably going to get a lot more shows.
Bullshit in it?
Not bullshit. I mean, we're
Yeah.
going to get a lot more animated Marvel like shows, things like that, things that I love, you know.
Oh, wait. What's that mean for Marvel's Netflix shows?
Oh, they're all going over to this probably.
You think
I
so?
have to
Yeah,
imagine.
there
right?
has to be a deal. There has to be a
Yeah.
contract, right?
Maybe there's a contract, but I'm just saying, like for instance, like they did a great Avengers cartoon for I think 2 seasons, and they stopped doing it. They did a great Wolverine cartoon for a while. Like those are the things that I'd love to see on this platform. Hey, we're gonna put these are the only places you're gonna get these, right? We have the money now. We're like Netflix. All this subscription money is coming in, and instead, when it didn't make sense to do season 2 of Wolverine on Cartoon Network or whatever the fuck it was on, now it does make sense because you're paying for that, and I would actually subsidize that. You know?
Yeah.
That's just my thing.
It's going to take a long time to get this shit rolling, but I think it's going to lead to better content.
Knowing Disney, it'll take approximately 2 months because they probably have a really
I would
solid
say
plan.
2018 for ESPN and 2019 for Disney. That's dumb. I want it now. Make it happen now.
According to a spokesperson, Marvel TV series like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and The Punisher will continue to live on Netflix for now. Animated series like The Clone Wars will move to the Disney app. Existing movies from Disney and Pixar will remain on Netflix until their current deals expire.
Yeah, I mean they'll have licensing deals and all this stuff. So, but I mean I don't know. My thing is like I'm worn out on all the Marvel shows on Netflix anyway, right? I got like 2 episodes into Luke Cage. I'm like, ugh. And then Iron Fist, I didn't even try.
Iron Fist, nobody.
I didn't even try.
Defenders is out this Friday, right?
Is it this Friday?
It's out. It's soon, right? The reviews are up.
No, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of watching Hot American Summer 10
How
years
is it?
later.
I'm excited. I want to get into it. Yeah.
It's not as good as the last one they put out, unfortunately.
First day of
First day
camp.
of camp.
Yeah, first day of camp was fucking brilliant, but I think at a certain point you're like, I don't know. Maybe it's worn a little thin, the joke.
Yeah.
But Paul Rudd's fucking hilarious in it, so there you go.
All right. You want to talk comics?
Yeah, I want to talk some comics.
Let's do that.
I'm out.
Now, did you do
Nick out.
comic-only related news before this?
No.
Did you see the giant breaking news? The big news. Our friend, mainly mine, I don't know how much you know, Joey Esposito,
Oh, yeah?
former
My
IGN
dude.
guy, has been accepted into the DC Writers Program or whatever.
What?
Wow.
So he's doing this thing for whatever it is, 3 weeks, where he goes and learns from Scott Snyder.
What the
That's
fuck?
a whole bunch of people. This is what they did. Last time they did this was in 2015. It obviously spawned out a whole bunch of new DC talent for him. That's what's happening here too. So it's super exciting.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very,
Good
very
for
pumped
Joey.
him. Congratulations,
He's a good dude.
Joey. We love you. Everybody send that sweet, nasty love to Joey Esposito over on Twitter. The Hollywood Reporter has the exclusive up. That's where I read about it. Here you go. Joey's putting it up right now for people to see, I assume. Can you throw this up, Joey? Can people see this? There you go. Click on that one there, the Heat Vision one.
You can't.
Oh, no.
You have to change the camera, Greg.
Oh, because I'm so tall. I just come down. Hold on.
No, you're right. You're too tall for him.
Huh? American summer. Get ready, get set, baby. Ooh, how
Is that
am
volume
I
1 and 2 or
wrong?
just volume 1?
That's it. That's the entire,
That's the whole series.
entire run, man.
Oh, that's the whole gadoosh?
Yeah.
Can I borrow that later?
Sure.
Cool.
You didn't read it?
Really good.
No, I fell asleep last night.
It's okay. I totally understand falling asleep. I get tired too, man. Played that Batman again last night.
Again?
Did the right choices this time. Oh, I gotta get the trophies. I gotta do my
Yeah,
canyon.
the Greg Miller thing.
Still pissed off Jim Gordon. Thought I was doing the right thing this time. No, still pissed him off. So now it's like, you know
Damn it.
what, Jim
Jimmy
Gordon?
James Gordon.
And break his fucking arm.
Yeah.
Split his head open.
You be doing that.
Go show Barbara.
Oh,
Show
yeah.
Barbara the dead guy.
Do you want to read this?
Sure.
Can
Joey,
you
can you
scroll
toss that for
down
me?
just a little bit?
Oh, it is up. How DC has been in, let's go on. The new with high-profile comic projects like the Dark Knights Metal and Doomsday Clock waiting in the wings, it might come as a surprise that DC Entertainment is looking further into the future. Wednesday sees the announcement of its class of 2017 Writers Workshop, featuring 6 writers taking part in the company's initiative to promote new talent inside its lineup and the industry beyond. Heat Vision can exclusively reveal that the writers participating in this year's Writers Workshop program are not somebody we knew, not somebody we know. Joey Esposito, Pawn Shop, Captain Ultimate, a bunch of other people I don't know. The Writers Workshop is one of 2 parallel programs making up the larger DC Talent Development Workshop initiative, the other being perhaps, obviously, an Artist Workshop program. 2017 is the second year of the initiative in full swing, with last year's launch itself a 2015 pilot program. So they go there, 3 weeks, they learn from Scott Snyder and all these different things, and Well, actually, it's 13 weeks of training. I was way off on that. 13 weeks. Well, I guess the pilot program, for sure I read in the article about a 3-week program, but it doesn't matter.
This is
Joey.
so cool, so awesome, good for him. I remember when he was the comics guy at IGN, and I didn't get to interact with him too much because he was down in LA, but he was a big Power Ranger fan. And I was
he still is a huge Power Ranger fan.
I got to share the stage with him with the Green Ranger at Comic-Con, and that was fun. We had some good bonding moments over that.
You did, yeah.
I hung out with Joey a couple times ago when I was in LA, randomly. Ran into him on the street. And I was like, what's up, Joey? He's like, what's up, Tim? That's pretty much the extent of that conversation.
I was going to say, you didn't really hang out, right?
No, but we saw each other. No, but I actually really like him. I was always very impressed that he made that comic cap in the Captain Ultimate.
Fuck yeah.
Like, he just did it.
Pawn shops,
Made a comic.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's what he does. That's what he does. He's a
Very
great dude.
cool.
And it was the artist workship that was 3 weeks of classes. My apologies, everybody. But let's talk about comics this week.
Yes.
Private Eye was required reading, Tim. Did you do it?
Yeah, well, I read this years ago.
I don't know it well enough to do the clap, sorry. I can't help you on that one.
You need another clap.
Can you bring me my computer, Nick?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already
I read it a long time ago.
Okay.
2015. I read it right when it came out.
Yeah.
So I read it, loved it, talked to you guys about it, did a whole GOG topic about it back in the day. Last night, I skimmed through it. I didn't do a full reread.
A refresher course.
A refresher. And man, it reminded me of a lot of things I loved about it and a lot of things that I didn't realize before.
Oh, really?
I didn't realize how cinematic the entire thing is.
Oh.
Unlike any other comic I've ever seen, so many of the panels are designed in a way to be more widescreen.
Sure.
Which itself makes it feel like cinema. And I really enjoyed it. It gives it such a different feel, especially because this whole story, it's very noir. And I love the mix of noir with so much color in this.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful book, great art. Thank you, really cool story.
Do you need a charger?
No. Thank you. Thanks for taking care of me. Thanks, big guy. Thanks. You brought the mouse and everything. Look at you. What a pro. Oh, it's cold. Is the window open back there?
So, Greg, I want to hear from your perspective. What is the story of Private Eye?
Private Eye is the story of a far-flung future here in these United States, LA.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, as the kids call it. There is no more internet. There are no more smart devices in terms of what you're using. Long ago, in our era, maybe a few years removed.
ADD generation.
The ADD generation, as they did call it. The cloud that housed all our information bursts. Everyone's information is out there. Contacts, search histories, photos you thought you deleted, all of your dirty little secrets. And this ruins everybody.
Yeah.
Everything's tossed into disarray. So the internet plug is pulled. No more internet. That's done with that. And everybody starts wearing masks so that they can go about their daily lives and be whoever they want to be and not have to worry about
So it's essentially the internet is dead, so now they have to live the internet in real life. So they can wear these masks to hide behind the anonymity of the whole thing, creating different avatars for themselves. One of my favorite scenes in the book. This isn't too big spoilers.
Well, again, this is required reading. You're supposed to require. This is spoilers. We can spoil anything we want here.
There's a scene where there's a funeral.
Yeah.
And you're seeing all the different people show up to the funeral, and everyone's wearing masks, and it's just totally different groups of people that you would never think are associated together.
Sure.
But they're all showing up at different times to this funeral, all for the same person, but it's because she had different lives. She was living totally different parts of her lives because she couldn't. That's what the world that we live in.
Yeah, exactly. What happened? Streams down?
Yeah.
So should we just keep going then? Right? Because we're like,
Yeah,
you're still recording it, right?
We're still recording.
Yeah, okay. He says stuff like that. I don't know if that's mission critical information for us. You know what I mean? Okay. So what did you think?
I love it.
So you've loved it from day one.
I loved it from day one.
Now.
The end is a bit ambiguous for my taste. I like it when a story has a bit more of a conclusive ending because I feel like open-ended endings are the artsy way out. I don't want to say the easy way out, but they just make things seem a bit more thought out than I think they are sometimes. I appreciate when there is a definitive end. Like, this is what they wanted the story to be. This is the way they want people to feel. There's no questioning what you're taking away from it. What did you think
the real open-ending part of it was then, if P.I.'s dead?
No, then that's the thing is I feel like that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's something about the end where I just feel like I expected what happened to happen. Where I kind of wanted
status quo, cover up,
I wanted a bit more of like a. I thought. It was interesting that I feel like the whole thing builds towards this idea of the internet either coming back or not coming back.
Yeah.
And I feel like towards the end, it's weird to think that like not much changes between the beginning of this book and the end of the book.
Yeah.
Right? Which I think is commentary, and that's what I'm saying. It's a little bit artsy because it turns into this thing where it's like, well, this is no matter what we do, this is what life's going to be. Like no matter how much you try to get away from it, people are always going to try to escape their realities and make create who they are and who they think they want to be. And I think that's the point of it, which is cool, but it also just feels a little open. What's up?
OBS just crashed.
That's right, I'm recording now.
Huh?
So now we should full stop since we're not recording.
Full stop.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Kev.
Yeah.
Private eyes are watching you. Hello, everyone.
Sorry about that.
How are you? So what happened is OBS shit the bed and crashed. So we were gonna plow through the streaming issues thinking the internet would catch up to us, but then we had to stop the record anyway, so we're back to it. So Private Eye is what we're
Private Eye.
Private is our way we're continuing on it.
If you haven't read this book, I highly recommend you do it, especially because you can do it for free.
Right,
Totally legally.
Panelsyndicate.com.
Which I love. First off, Brian K. Vaughan is just magic. Not everything this dude does, but the majority of the stuff this dude does, I am all fucking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, what have I read? I don't know if I've read stuff, and I'm not, don't get me wrong, I haven't read everything he's ever done, but I mean, Saga and Paper Girls are among some of my favorite things.
That's what I'm saying, Paper Girls, I'm a little like...
Well, it's because you're wrong and an idiot, and I tell you every week
Volume
on
1
that.
was good, but
You're good.
You can just tell it's just gonna open and end.
Shut
we
up,
talked about
Kevin.
that weeks ago. Anyways, what I like is there's a meta nature to this. I like that they used Panel Syndicate, which is their own distribution platform. They also he did the Walking Dead spinoff.
Right. Well, that was all part of this, right? The way it is described.
That was kind of like one of the follow-ups to this.
When they So when they sat down, and he talks about this in his end letter of the collected edition here. When he sat down with Marcos, the guy who draws it or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, I want to do this thing, and it's about privacy and it's about a world without internet." He's like, "Well, let's just put it up as only online. You can only get it online."
And now it exists physically, but at the time, that was a cool idea.
Yeah, of course. And the reason it exists physically is because over at Image and Skybound and Robert Kirkman were like, "We want this book. Please let us publish this book. What do we need to do?" And he's like, "All right, I'll let you publish a book, but I get to write a Walking Dead." And like, all right, he did Walking Dead Alien.
That's right.
Which is fucking awesome.
It is.
Another book I think you can get for free.
You can. Yeah, it's Panel Syndicate. It's all that stuff. It's Name Your Price, which is a model kind of revolutionized by Radiohead back in the day with I think it's their last album. But I loved it, and I paid money for it, even though I didn't have to.
Exactly. That was the same thing I did too. I mean, like, you can name your price and get it for $0 if that's what you got, but it's also always awesome to go and toss a few bucks, especially when it's something as recommended as highly as you recommended it, and then also the fact that everybody had said it. But that's what I like to try to throw bucks people's way.
What a fucking cool world, though. Like, I think my favorite thing about the book is the character designs and just since they all have to have masks and stuff and they have avatars, people look fucking creepy. Like, some of the masks are super damn weird, and I love that. And I think my favorite character, and it's an easy thing to say, but it's the grandpa. It is the old dude.
Grandpa, yeah, because he's us.
It's
us
exactly.
in this
There's this character that is this old dude that is from our era that is used to all this stuff, and it's been stripped away from him, and he's never been the same since. And I love it because he's just this old dude with a bunch of tattoos, and it's like, that's what old people are gonna look like.
Right.
You know, like
our generation.
Jeff Ramsey's gonna look like that.
Jeff Ramsey, that's him right there.
Yeah.
Being a monster.
And he's addicted. He keeps talking about back in the day of iPods and,
He's trying to play video games and he wants to play online and he wants to do all these different things.
Really cool story.
And that was the funny, I mean, there's so many great little things in there of like, it doesn't beat you over the head with it. Like when Grandpa gets introduced, you're like, oh, he's us. He's our generation right now. I get that. That's really interesting. And then later on when they're like talking about like, oh, they're using the smartphone device. Nobody knows what it is. We have to get to the lab. And he's like, it's a Zune. Like it's like that's a dated reference, obviously from the book, but it's also a really cool one in terms of like that's a funny one and like nobody knew that and how to jump in and use and nobody knows how to use an iPad or how to charge it and all these different things.
I mean, I just think that the story itself is such a great idea. Of this idea of the cloud bursting and all the secrets being out there, and because it's all the conspiracy theorists are just like, Facebook knows everything. It's like it's that coming to fruition. It's that actually becoming an issue. And I love that it affects everybody. It's like everyone has something to hide that is now public information. And everybody gave into that desire to look up the things they don't want to know. And I think that is the coolest part about it, because that's so real of human nature. If the information's there, you're gonna look.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
like that's shitty, but it's real.
For me, it was the idea of like I understand what they're doing, but I just I don't totally vibe with the whole we're wearing masks in public thing. I feel like for me, the cloud bursting all of our information out there, us knowing all the shit about each other, wouldn't it be just everybody knows everything? So are we really trying to go back to hiding everything and shit like that? Like whatever, it's mutual destruction.
You're right, but I think that the point of it, and obviously it is an extended metaphor because it's like I agree with you. It's like no, like I wouldn't wear a mask. Although who knows if everyone else was? Maybe that's just the reality, and like you kind of. Society, you want to be part of society. You know, you want to be like everyone else. And I think that it comes down to just without the internet, people are still seeking that way to be themselves, which is actually pretending to be someone else.
My whole thing with it was just like it's a weird one of just I don't understand. You're leaving your house with the mask on, so then everybody knows where you live and stuff already. Like I just don't. What are you hiding? People already know that the fish face is dating this one or married to this one. It was just like. It's just a new identity that comes, I feel like, with the same bullshit. Yeah. But I guess in the fact that there is no internet, it's a bit different. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's that also, I feel like, the fact that people have multiple costumes.
Sure, but same thing.
Personalities.
It's like, you'd see your neighbors, you would know what they're doing and what they're getting into.
You could change somewhere. You wouldn't know.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know, I'm with you. Don't get me wrong, it's just one of those ones that... For me, it threw me a bit. I love the book. The book was a lot of fun.
I agree with you that I feel like I enjoyed the concept of the story more than I actually enjoyed the story because it lost me in a couple of bits where I wasn't exactly sure what was going on. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it is just a film noir style story, which is predictable, and that is, there's a skeleton to what that means. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm kind of just along for the ride, but the world is so great, such a great concept that I highly recommend it, and it's one of those things where I want more, but I'm happy we're never going to get more.
Yeah, I definitely don't want a sequel to it. I mean, this is literally what I'm always arguing for with comics, right? Of like talented creator or talented writer and a talented artist get together and make a book, and this is their story and this is their vision, and it's done and it's out. And I don't need Private Eye 2. I don't need to come back in this world. I kind of wish that the villain, whose name is French and I can't pronounce, but we'll call him De Gauche. Yeah. I wish he would have succeeded. That's what I was hoping for. I thought it was going to be he gets the satellite up into the air and internet's back. And what does that mean? And what do people care? Are they into it? Like, because Mel, the girl, the teen, right, the sophomore in high school, she doesn't care. She thinks it's stupid, and it's gonna. She says all the propaganda, according to Grandpa, all the propaganda about it'll actually make us less connected and stupider and easier to manipulate when they're already being manipulated by the press, which is now the fourth estate, which is what it's always been called, but it's funded by the government.
Which is fucking awesome. I mean, that's another thing that's just so cool that now journalists are the government.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They have guns, they act like cops, they run around and do that and stuff.
Shmira says, I've never seen my neighbors.
Huh. That's interesting. We all live in we all live in like apartment buildings you're in a house, a multi-level house with stuff, but as apartments. I think it's easier to see people probably in San Francisco, but they're living in LA. That's what I'm saying. Where it is like as busy and crazy as that is, as everything is there. You would feel like everybody would know everybody.
Well, anyways, I love it. You guys should all read it. Let us know in the comments below what you think about it. Greg, do we have a pick for this week? For required reading for next week?
Oh, well, what required reading is going to be? A graphic novel everyone can read and enjoy together and talk about it. And did anybody say anything interesting in here about Private Eye? They're all hung up on their neighbors right now. Well, hey, chat, I don't have one off the top of my head. Do you have one you want to do? No. I say we let the chat do it. I want to get into something new. Okay. So chat here on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames. I need to know what graphic novel we're all reading for required reading to read for next week. All right, yes. Skeet Street Playa says the Zoom reference was the best. Hell yeah. All right, got it. A lot of people are saying they got to read this. Oh, at Ryan D-Boss says McDonald's scene is my favorite page. When she puts the bag on her head. That was the other thing, too, is I wanted them to go into more detail about the bracelet. And I understand she's underage so that she can't wear masks. But again, doesn't that... Kids are always going to talk about their parents. It's whatever. It's a fun world. I shouldn't think too hard on it. Yeah. I liked Private Eye. I enjoyed it. I think everybody should read it. I wasn't like... It didn't blow me away. But I had a great time with it and loved it. Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah, okay, hold on. Oh, I'm still trying to go back here. Old Man Ramsey, goddamn right. Yeah. Okay, cool. So here we go. People are yelling out, I killed giants.
Oh, a lot of people are recommending that. Let's do that.
Okay. I'm giving credit to, I'm giving it Bebop_Fox.
Bebop-aroo.
I kill giants all in caps. That's who I'm giving the advice to. So I'm gonna open up Comixology over here. Put in I Kill Giants. Everybody, we're reading I Kill Giants. I don't know how many
Volume
times I
1.
can say it. Is it?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's what I want
Sounds
to know
right.
more. I want to know more about it before I do everything else. What's your pick in terms of things out this week? What's on your pull list?
So the only thing on my pull list, and this is a weird one, it's going back. The Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm in full Sonic mania right now, Greg.
You are in Sonic mania. You will
know.
not shut up about Sonic, which I
will
appreciate.
Not, I will not. Now here's the thing.
Yeah.
The Sonic Archie comics, I think we talked about this a little bit at some point, are done. IDW is going to make new Sonic comics. What's crazy about this is that Sonic the Hedgehog was the longest running American comic ever without ever having another issue number 1. It went for almost 300 issues, and now it's over. Everyone's sad. It had a weird run.
Is everyone sad?
A lot of people are sad.
Okay.
I mean, the Sonic comics were a big thing to that fandom. There was some ups, there was some downs, there's some really weird shit
There are a lot of
going
downs
on.
if we're being serious.
With the Sonic comics?
Yeah.
No, there's...
I don't know. I'm just talking
Yeah,
about my ass.
Sonic
I
comics were
shouldn't
pretty
be
good.
rude. Joey, I'm adding in the I Kill Giants link to the very top page there. If you want to toss that up on the doc.
But what I want to do is, a couple years ago, I think it was, I don't remember when, it was maybe his 15th anniversary, 20th anniversary or some shit.
Yeah.
They did a Sonic Genesis run, where there was 4 issues that covered the story of the original games, and I was like, I want to read that.
Okay.
And then I never did.
Okay.
So this week, in honor of the Archie comics being dead, I'm going to read that shit.
The Archie comics being dead?
Mm-hmm. The Archie Sonic comics.
Gotcha. Just making sure I'm caught up on what's happening here. I Kill Giants, it's 7 issues. You can get the trade paperback on Comixology for $10. It's at a discount. That's nice. I'm glad that's your pick. Here's what I'm looking through right now on the Comixology on my pull list. And I'm seeing a lot of good stuff already, all right?
Yeah.
There's a new Miss Marvel out. Fantastic. There's a new Action Comics out. Fantastic. I'm down for all that. I think I see what my pick is, but hold on. I don't want to do it yet. I want to. The Power Rangers, Justice League Power Rangers number 5 is out. That's interesting. I fell off. I got to catch up.
I've given up on that.
You gave up on it?
Yeah.
Was it just not good?
I just don't really like it.
Okay. Is it because you hate the Justice League?
That has a lot to do with it.
Yeah?
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
I just,
Just
It
not-
wasn't
it's
as good
just
as the
not tickling
Batman
your
Ninja
fancy?
Turtles.
That's true. All right, then, yeah. What I'm giving my pick to is Mr. Miracle number 1. I've heard a lot of good about this Mr. Miracle reboot.
okay.
It seems interesting.
know
From the
shit about
team
Mr.
behind
Miracle.
The Sheriff of Babylon and the Hugo Award-nominated writer of Vision comes a unique take on one of Jack Kirby's most beloved new gods. Scott Free is the greatest escape artist that ever lived, so great that he escaped Granny Goodness's gruesome orphanage and the dangers of apocalypse to travel across galaxies and set up a new life on Earth with his wife and former female Fury known as Big Barda. Using the stage alter ego of Mr. Miracle, he has made a career for himself showing off his acrobatic escape techniques. He even caught the attention of the Justice League, which counted him among his ranks. You might say Scott Free has everything, so why isn't it enough for him? Mr. Miracle has mastered every illusion, achieved every stunt, pulled off every trick except one. He has never escaped death. Is it even possible? Our hero is going to have to kill himself to find out why.
Okay.
I'm hearing a lot of good stuff.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Let's read some tips, Greg.
How about you read me some tips?
I'm gonna read you some tips.
Thank you.
Melissa with the Y says, "Hi Tim and Nick and Greg. Getting more involved in the community has been extremely fulfilling as of recently, and it's been great. Lots of love to all the Kind of Funny and the Kind of Funny best friends."
Hell yeah.
A little heart. Melissa with the Y, the unsung hero of the
Names?
Twitch chat during Attack on Titan.
Oh.
She's just there. Me and Nick have a whole bunch of questions because we're stupid and not following
Sure,
along
of
well.
course, of course.
And she's just always there with the answers, letting us know what's up. Shout out to you, Melissa with the Y. Stotzy says, "Happy Comic Wednesday. It's been rough taking summer classes and working full time at 20, but your content inspires me and gets me through every day. Thank you all, and shout out to Big Kev Dog."
Whoa.
Big Kev Dog over there. Shout out to you.
LV Gary says, "You guys coming to Vegas for Kevin's party?
Hey.
Let me, a local, show you what's up. We'll make The Hangover look like softcore porn.
Jesus
It'll be
God.
crazy." I appreciate that. And I get what you're trying to say. But like, The Hangover is even more tame than softcore porn.
So they're gonna upgrade the Hangover. It's not a big deal.
All right, cool.
Yeah, all the same, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Nick's got a whole thing planned out. You can hear about it on 2 weeks from now, Game Over Greg's
Yeah.
show. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff planned out that he's got down, so we don't want to get in the way of that.
It's gonna be
Get
crazy.
him all mad.
Harry the Bozo says, "Nick/KevDog, have you seen season 4 of Silicon Valley? What do you think? I thought it was good, but I feel the show has ran its course. Kinda hoping season 5's the last one."
I enjoyed it. The ending got really, really dark in a way I didn't like. It really is just... It's doing the same thing over and over, where it's like, hey, this episode, everything's starting out okay. Nope, everything's gone to hell. The next episode, hey, we fixed everything. It's really...
cyclical.
Yeah,
the same shit over and over.
It's just, I'm getting tired of it.
I did finish season 4.
I'm getting tired of it.
I finished it too, so now I'm totally caught up. And my thing is, I feel the quality of the jokes are just as funny as ever.
It's true.
The story just isn't interesting anymore.
Right.
But the characters are hilarious, and like it's still worth watching because it's still funny.
Yeah.
But it's just not great anymore.
So the things with T.J. Miller, like, what an awful way to
God.
like get rid of that character. And it's granted, leaves the door open.
Well, how they get rid of him?
We say
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
Yeah.
For,
Alright,
I'm never gonna watch Lucaville.
He goes off to get the CEO of Huli out of like a Tibetan like
Prison?
Monastery.
And on their way back, he stops at what is it called? Opium Den. And that guy just gives them a ton of money, and they're like, well, this will hold him here for like 5 years. And he's like, great, and he just leaves. And he's just like stoned on opiums.
5 years.
It's really sad.
It's dumb. It's
That's what he wants. Sad. It's how he wanted.
It's definitely not what he wanted.
It's what he wanted.
He made it clear that that's not what he wanted to do.
I Mustache Ben P says, hey boys.
It's like Saga.
Who?
Prince Robot.
Whoa! I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, you have. There's no way you're that far behind.
That was like a while back.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like volume 2. Prince Robot and the sex thing where he sits there and the lady's like, it's really not our business to use. I'm spoiling parts of Saga. You should all know this week. How many times? Where she comes and she's like, it's really against our protocol to tell you, but your son's been kidnapped. He's like, I have a son. I remember he's been in the drug haze that entire time. Like, yeah, your wife's dead. And he just fucking blasts them and then goes out to find his kid.
Fucking love Saga. Mustache Ben P says, hey boys, who has your favorite origin story? I've been reading more comics than ever as of late, thanks to you. And after brushing up some past DC, I firmly believe the Robins are mine.
Squirrel Girls, pretty good.
What is her origin story?
I mean, it's just the...
She got bit by a squirrel, I don't know.
The Justice League, the Greater Lakes, or whatever it's called.
Oh, Great Lake Avengers?
Yeah, Great Lake Avengers. We need to do that as a required reading, because that's just such a fun read.
Required reading this week, I Kill Giants.
I Kill Giants. It's up right there. Joey Noel can show it to you at any time.
Yeah. I mean, it's so boring to say, but honestly, Batman and Spider-Man are the best origin stories. I feel like at the end of the day, like when you look at Spider-Man, the poetic justice of him letting the guy run past and like not stopping him, and he goes and kills Uncle Ben. It's like, come on, that's just perfect.
I mean, aren't most classic superheroes really? I mean, Superman's good. Right? He's shot down here, raised salt of the earth America, and he wants to be good by people. I mean that's the thing is, I can't think of the last origin story I read, and I was like, wow. I would argue the Robins aren't that great, with all due respect. Dick Grayson, sure. Then like Jason Todd, like all right. And then like Tim Drake, who I love, of course, he just figures it out, and then he has to do it and hide it from his dad for a while. But his dad kind of got like, what dad's just like, oh yeah, go fuck around with Bruce Wayne all the time. That sounds great. Damian Wayne's cool.
Yeah. Ground Dog, final tip, we're calling it. That's not right. Brad Eric Murphy says, 5 years ago today, Greg told the world about his big diagnosis. I was afraid for him, but the strength and positivity with which he carried himself showed me how I could handle adversity. Thanks, Greg.
No problem, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, 5 years.
If you're going to PAX, you should go to the panel. I'm bummed I can't go.
I want to film. We need to talk about hiring somebody to film it.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to have like a good video of that to put up on YouTube. Because I'm trying for something special here.
Good.
I got ideas for special
we
stuff. When is the panel? Sunday at 5 o'clock of PAX weekend.
Yeah. We're going to be in Hawaii.
Hawaii.
And then final tip for the day from Ground Dog Tim. Just bought a ring for my girl of 3 years. Any quick tips on making the proposal extra special? Honestly, it's the same advice I would give anybody. Like, just focus on her. Make sure that it's what she wants. Think about what she would want from a proposal. Don't try to go extra big because you want to go extra big. Don't do any of that stuff unless she wants that. Think about her. She is the focus.
Like, know her. And if she says, like, hey, don't do it in front of a crowd, but she doesn't mean it, you know?
Do it on a bridge and have fishing line tied to the ring.
Oh my God.
And then do it and then fumble it and toss it over the side. And be like, I got it. You're marrying a jokester.
It's time for PSL of this best friend XOXO. You can go to kindafunny.com/bestfriend and nominate someone in the community doing dope shit, just like John Hayes did. John Hayes is shouting out Chari. He goes by Mike.
Mike,
Shout out to Mike. Now
Get
here's
Mike.
the thing. Well, I'm gonna read this first. Originally met Mike through Sean Boland's Twitch chat and have become good friends with him since. He has a real love for what he does and is a great addition to the KF community. Through his creativity and positivity, he also has made some dope films and has even let me be involved in some of them. All around great guy. I remember meeting Mike at PAX East.
In Boston.
The original PAX East.
The first one ever.
First ever. Yeah, he was at the first ever Game Over Greggy show panel, which was amazing. Okay. And we did a group shot, and that was the group shot that I used to show off the community in Kind of Funny Live 1 in the intro video. You're front and center in that, Mike, and
Good
I
job,
appreciate that. So thank you. Remember, kindoffunny.com/bestfriend to nominate someone to do cool shit. It's time for the giveaway.
Okay.
How could they win, Greg?
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it's so easy to win. Every day here on the Kind of Funny Morning Show, we give away a video game. How do you win? It's simple. Be in the Twitch chat like so many of you are right now on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. However, there are 3 other ways to win. You can amplify your chances, do them all. It's great.
Amplify.
If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, so why not come over and give us your free Twitch Prime subscription, or just subscribe to us on Twitch. If you subscribe to us on Twitch, you do not need to be in the Twitch chat to win. You're automatically entered. Plus, you get the Kind of Funny logo next to your name, cool emotes, private chat time with us. You get to play multiplayer games with me when I play multiplayer games with people. Destiny's coming up, ain't it, Andy?
Woo! Destiny!
Yeah, Dad! Yeah, Dad! Yeah, Dad!
Woo!
Also, you get the show ad-free unless we bake them in. Or you can head over to patreon.com/kindoffunny or patreon.com/kindoffunnygames. Give us $2 over there. You're automatically entered every time we give away anything here. Plus, you get the $1 perks. You can watch the podcast as we record it. Get shows early like Cooking with Greggy will be. Or just have the knowledge that you're supporting us and making all this happen, and we appreciate you so goddamn much.
It's true.
All those benefits are yours, whether you're on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, podcast services, youtube.com/kindoffunny, all the other things.
Today's winner is Tori Haynes. Bow, 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 bow.
Where's Tori Haynes
You have
come
won
from?
City Skylines on Xbox One.
Where
Kind
does
of Funny
Tori
Games.
Haynes come
Patreon.com/.
from?
Kind of Funny Games.
Kind of Funny Game.
I was asking Tim, not Joey. Joey's doing her own thing over there. She's
But I
running the
picked
show.
it, so I knew.
Thank you, Joey. You're doing a great job.
Now it's time for the old 3 and 3.
The Moriarty 3 and 3. 3 non-sub questions, 3 sub questions, then we roll into Kind of Funny Games Daily.
Initially, AW says gonna start calling Andy Pop Rocks.
Okay.
Let's go. I've been trying to do a thing where I just read comments sometimes that aren't just questions because people
Okay.
say some funny shit.
Oh, they say really funny
They say
stuff,
really
yeah.
funny shit. Dirtbag Tim is forming, says Soul Porpoise. Dirtbag Tim is close, but he will not be making an appearance today.
He's not making his full form today.
How's Dirtbag Tim?
You saw him, the hat and
You
the
saw him.
sunglasses.
Oh, I wasn't here that day.
Oh.
Strike 7 says, what's up with the giveaway today? Just did it.
Just gave it away.
Strike 7.
City Skylines, which is coming to PlayStation 4 next week, which is when I'm going to get into Gatorade Get Hype mode about it.
Gatorade, get hyped. Let's see. Schmeier says, I like the hair, Tim. Well, it's going away
When do you get a haircut?
today.
Oh, that's why it's like this?
Yep.
I need one bad, but I just can't ever find the fucking time to go get it.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Downstairs.
I've thought, when do I have time to just go downstairs,
Right
Kevin?
now, get up. What are you doing?
I got another show to do, motherfucker.
Scott Dog says, Tim, have you watched Disney's Gravity Falls? It's a cool show. No.
You guys quit fucking around. You know what time it is.
Oh,
What's up? It's Andrea
Andrea's fired
time.
up.
Bow, bow, bow. Ryan Santilli says, Tim, I can't stop eating hot Cheetos. Well,
That's a big problem.
You should go to New York on August 15th through 17th. You hear about
fuck
this?
does that have to do
They're
with
opening
anything?
the biggest news story of the day.
Great.
There's a Cheeto restaurant.
What?
Yeah. Xmoda says, should I feel bad for eating KFC? Nah. Shout out to KFC.
Well, not like.
Let's get into sub-only chat now, please.
Do you know how to do that, or is it something I gotta do?
I usually just say it and then
And
I
it
just
happens?
I just
You're in
read.
sub-only mode.
I only
You're in
read the
sub-
sub
Oh,
questions.
but then it doesn't. No, you gotta show.
Is there a difference?
You gotta torture people. Now only subs can comment. So this is always a chance to talk shit about the people who were here before and might still be here but aren't subs. Really give it to 'em.
Nostalgic Ninja says, Tim, which comic series is better for someone that watched when he was a kid but doesn't know much of the lore? Power Rangers or Ninja Turtles? There's less Power Rangers out right now, so it's kind of easy to just get it all done. But Ninja Turtles is better from IDW. Stephen Cool 2 says, Tim and Greg, what is your favorite pair of shoes that you've ever had? I'm gonna say my military fours.
Converse high tops,
three
but the
pairs.
Converse Chuck 2s. They got better soles. They last longer too. They're a better investment than the Converse V1s I've been wearing my entire life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. But the military fours, that blue, ooh, it's just too hot. Too hot.
You ever think about Air Force Ones?
I do think about them.
Air
I was a big
Force
fan of them for a while. Never again. I'll never wear Air Force Ones
Why is
again.
that? Why would you never do it again?
I just don't like the bottom. They're too thick. I'm more of a Jordan guy or a Dunk guy. These Air Forces.
Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos.
I need to give me 2 so I can
Then the
get
Cats 06 says Space Jam 11s all day. Love Space Jams. Just got my first pair a couple months ago. Very stoked about that. But my problem is they break too easily. The gel comes off. It's a whole fucking disaster.
You're not a
It
fan
costs
of
way
that.
too much money for that.
Sure.
And then final thing of the day. I want a good one.
Do it. Find a good one. Don't find any crap. Throw the crap out. Waiting for a good one. Looking for a good one. Kind of funny. Kind of funny games daily up next.
Panzer G2 says, Tim and Greg, will we see Cheetos recipes on Cooking with Greggy? Not season 1.
No. I need to work on that if I'm going to do that because I had done the, of course, hot Cheetos encrusted buffalo wings. And they just tasted like Cheeto crusted buffalo wings. They didn't have any of the hot. I gotta figure it out. But I just saw Josh Elkin make hot Cheeto donuts. Did you see this?
No.
See, some people need to be stopped.
Stick with me, because it's not what you think it is, and it sounds awesome. What he did is, he took little donut tins, right? Put mozzarella cheese in there. Baked that enough to melt them. Brought them out, put 2 halves together, put them in the fridge, brought them out, then battered them in the egg, put them in the hot Cheetos crushed up, deep fried them, pulled them out, then took nacho cheese and made little drizzles across them.
Okay.
So it's just a hot Cheeto. It's a mozzarella stick hot Cheeto. It's fucking what a man. What a man.
God bless.
Yeah.
God bless. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Kind of Funny Morning Show. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for Kind of Funny Games Daily with Andrea Renee and Greg Miller. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
But now you're gonna read subs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
In Twitch.
I think Joey's going to do that.
Oh, Joey doesn't know? Oh, okay.
She has that sweet sultry
Oh,
voice.
bye guys.
Bye.